This is actually going to take a while with this little planter. I think what I'm going to do is... hire him out. He must be going the wrong direction here. Okay, that's better. I'm not gonna mess around with that. That's too small. Oh, we got a massive bump right here. What's this guy doing? So we put down quite a bit of nitrogen in this field, just because it was literally like none at all. So that guy's doing his thing. Actually, I'm gonna... I'm actually gonna use this guy. Let's go fill up my DN. Meanwhile, these guys are just hammering out. The headlands looks like they're on lane 2. So that's sweet. Watching that big guy work. So basically what I'm going to do is just have Courseplay do all this planting and chisel plowing, and then I'll just walk away from the computer and come back, and hopefully it's all done eventually. Do other things. I've done enough tillage in my day in this game to... I'm kind of overdoing it manually. This truck's still dirty when we went through the mud hole. I have to make this trailer dirty, or washable, I guess I should say. So I saw him, he's over in that back corner. This is, I think, our first field we started with on harvest. This is sunflower. So we'll park that guy there. And then stop this guy. This was actually a really good field for yield. I think it was close to like 70 bushel beans. So this field did pretty well. One of our best yielding soybean fields. Not very big, so who really cares, but still. I think we almost got a full truck out of it. Then we're gonna come up here to 23, southwest, go east, start with headlands, generate a course, perfect, can fill up and someone's asking if I'm gonna make any more 13 videos. I don't even own Farm Sim 13 anymore. I don't have a single FS13 mod anymore either, so it's 15 and then probably 17, but not very quickly. Oh, there's mud. Sweet! Forgot I put mud there. I built a road back here too to get to the other map, just because I found myself trying to get over there quite a bit and there wasn't a really good road. There's like a dump road, but there wasn't any kind of a main road to get back there, so this is it. Okay, Courseplay is planting again. In-cab view. I always like chisel plowing corn stalks. You know? So if I get out of the tractor here, you can see, well, maybe you can't really see, but all the black is what we accomplished yesterday. So we pretty much knocked out, I would say, like 4/5 of our field's total acreage. So, well, if you discount 44, 18, and 3, maybe like 3/4 of our fields we did. Opened up a lot of new fields over here. The fields on the far east, on the other side of the road there, 8, 9, 16, 36, and 35. A lot of acres there. Open them up, and they're all pretty good nutrient-wise. And those should be some pretty pretty easy fields to harvest, nice and kind of square, as compared to some of these fields over here that are just kind of weirdly shaped. And then you can see the 2730 John Deere's over there working field 2. It's going to take them probably an hour or so to do that. We could do 50 acres an hour, so it's going to take them about 2 hours to do that field. Yeah, so we probably have another 10 hours of tillage to do. And then it's going to take this guy quite some time to plant these fields. It's 160 acres, 165 acres of alfalfa this guy needs to plant. And then once it's planted, we're probably good for a while until it gets too weedy. Unless I go get build myself a bar and an hydrous bar that I'll script as a weed remover, a mechanical weed remover, and put down some nutrients and eliminate weeds as well. But I still have to finish my planter or my Patriot sprayer, and I haven't touched it in about 2 weeks. So, but that will come in handy once that's finished. You can see the cars on their splines, plane, trains going by. It's a long train. And then we got this guy is coming back. You can see we have, what do we have in here? We have a few different nutrients in here. We got like a little pink, a red, and a kind of a blue. So we must have put down 3 different kind of nutrients in this field. So this guy must have finished his headlands, and now he's gonna be working on his lane passes. Oh, here you go. Missed a spot. We got blue, red. So I'm assuming it was like NPK, PK, and I don't know, maybe nitrogen or something. Not really sure. I like how it doesn't disappear. It just kind of like, you can see like this is cultivated and that's just broadcasted, how it like sinks down a little bit. I like that. And then this is obviously the sunflower residue. It's kind of like a dark corn texture mixed in with a dark straw is pretty much what I made. That's all it is. And then added Milo chop straw too. It's just a little bit greener, like corn residue, essentially is what it looks like. see what everyone else is up to. Truck's waiting here. So we just washed up our T97, washed up our Silverado, washed our disc, our combines are in here. I'm probably going to be trading in these corn headers and getting 16 rows. And then we have the Kinsey 1500 that's back here, all nice and shiny and washed. Then we got our Wilson 36 footers with our CT660 parked back here. Go ahead and shut that door. Our Land Roller 85 foot. This thing's awesome. It's a beast. Haven't used it this season yet. We'll probably use it after we plant in some crops. Nice way to get some moisture in the field. That's all it does is put down moisture, water. I realize that's not what it does in real life. Then we got our John Deere coming back. I changed the wood texture on this PJ trailer just because to the same that I have on here because I didn't like the original wood decking. So I swapped those out. It's the same as my easy to load. Easy to load. What's going on? What's this guy doing? Courseplay. You never know. And then I kind of rearranged my dryer facilities over here to put the scale underneath with the grain unload just to kind of tidy things up a little bit. And it's working pretty good. I noticed that although this farm silo system, it kind of like takes them off the cloud, like it's not, you can't unload from any unload trigger, but it says you can have capacities, and I have exceeded the capacity of this by like 600,000 liters. I thought it was gonna like prevent me from unloading any further, but it doesn't. You can, like the capacity of this is like 120,000 bushels or something like that, and I probably have 150,000 bushels in it. So like I'm over the limit, but nothing happens. So it's kind of disappointed on that you can still exceed your limit of grain in your silos. So, but what can you do? Otherwise, it's pretty boring on the farm now. I just have Courseplay taking care of everything for me, and finishing up our last field to broadcast nutrients to cultivate in. It's we have 2 days left on the calendar before soil mod updates, so we're gonna be good with that on our primary tillage, and then after that, we'll probably reevaluate the nutrients and I don't know, maybe broadcast some more before we run our cultivator over everything and plant. So, um, and then hopefully we get this alfalfa in so we can start harvesting that in 2 weeks and make some money from that. So, And then there's nothing on in the works for great demands for any crops we have this week. So basically just need to sit around and spend money. I guess we're gonna have to take out a little bit more loans to cover our land rent. But I'll probably put the T97 on the 2623 as a cultivator, and then hook the T9 450 up to a planter, like a DB. Although we do have pretty much all of our crop can be put in with the DB, so I might actually even rent a DB 120 just to get things done a lot quicker, and put the T94 on the disc and the 7 on the planter. So who knows? Let's walk over here and see these guys. I'm still perplexed at how the nitrogen on this, literally like 80% of this field was 0 or like 1. I just don't understand how that happened, but hopefully we fixed it. Because our yield took a massive hit. I mean, if that north part of the field wasn't like spectacular, this field probably would have been 100 bushel an acre corn. Like, I'm projecting 220, 230 bushel corn, and then it spits out at 100 bushel. It's like, well, that's unexpected. Um, but luckily, 19, we got a lot off of 19. Um, Field 1 was really good, and Field 3 was really good. So, but yeah, I think the average on this field ended up being 158, just because of that north part salvaged it. I swear I got more trucks out of that upper like fourth of the field than I did this entire field. But also, I was kind of looking at prices for Milo, and I was looking at yields for Milo, and it kind of varies. I'm thinking like a Midwest yield in price for a Milo, um, or a sorghum. See that price varies a lot, and it's pretty low now. So I was wondering what, like, everything is really low now. So I was kind of like wondering what would be a good price for Milo, say like a year or two ago when everything, when corn was like $4, 4.50 a bushel, and beans were like $10 a bushel. So, 'cause right now I think I have it spec'd at like $4 a bushel, and it's around 70 bushel an acre. I think that's what I have my Milo set at. Um, so I'm not too sure if that's very accurate or if it's pretty accurate. So I remember a couple years back, it was like, um, I think the demand for corn was so high. It was like $8 a bushel corn because of um, everyone was. I can't remember if it was like all the trains were moving oil or if they were moving. I can't remember. It was just like a huge demand for corn. And corn was. That's probably when all these farmers made their money, and now they're kind of picking out their savings now with these low commodity prices. But you got to pick while the picking's good, and make your investments and purchases and write-offs when you have the money, because not every year is going to be a good year. Just happened this last year was a really good year back home, I guess, for yields, and the year before that was total shit. So just because it was like drought conditions and no rain, so I guess this year was pretty wet, and everyone was getting amazing yields. But the prices go down when that happens. So But I imagine when oil and crude prices go back up, which they probably will after the election, as is tradition, that ethanol plants will fire up again. Because right now I don't think it's very profitable, if profitable at all, to run ethanol when you have barrel of oil is what it is. Maybe when gasoline was $4 or 3.50 or whatever it is now, it's like under two. Ethanol. There's no demand for ethanol, so you're gonna get a little bit of that corn. Yeah, that's enough. So um I installed the light add-on by Vertex Design, and I think it works. Like, it leaves your lights on when you exit, but it doesn't work with Courseplay. Like, if I have Courseplay running, I want to have my work lights on as well, like my front and back work lights, as well as my main lights. But for whatever reason, it doesn't work with Courseplay. If you exit the tractor with Courseplay, um, it's like it was before. It just the lights turn off as soon as you exit. So that's kind of bothering me, but whatever. I'll live with it, I guess. I can't tell you how many times I plowed this field since 13. I mean, I imagine I probably plowed this field. This is probably like my 11th or 12th time plowing this field. So I have a lot of harvest. It's probably more than that actually, but definitely have a lot of hours down on this part of the map. I was hoping he was gonna get that little chunk, but I need to smooth out that bump there. It's definitely a huge hill. What is this guy doing? This guy's getting his butt kicked by this 2730 is what's happening. Anyways, guys, been over a half hour, so I'll probably cut it now. So